Hey everybody, today we're making some french fries, smokehouse grill, awesome chicken.
Today we have the Gosney S1 Dome fired up and we're gonna be making these amazing chicken quarters right here on this pizza oven. Let's show you how we do it. Now I've been using this Gosney pizza oven on a lot of cooks, not just pizza either, and I'm finding out how awesome this thing is to cook on. You can do so many different meals, and this has been one of my favorites so far. We're cooking this chicken in the pizza oven in a cast iron and it comes out perfect. First step, we want to hit these with a salt brine. We're going to hit this with salt all over both sides. We're going to leave it rest in the refrigerator with the skin side up to really try to dry out this skin a little bit to make sure it gets nice and crispy. Also to let that salt penetrate deep into the meat, add a little extra flavor. Now you want to let this dry brine for at least 4 hours. You could go 8 hours overnight. That'll be fine. Leave it open in the air. Really let that dry out, because what you're trying to do at this point is really get the moisture out of that skin. These have actually been brining for about 8 hours. So now it's time to season these up. And today we're using a great seasoning here, Greek Mafia. This gives a great Greek seasoning to it. It has different herbs and spices in here along with some salt, pepper, really a great all-purpose rub, and it goes great on this chicken dish. I'm gonna flip these over. We're going to start with the back side. Since the skin side is the presentation side, we want that to be the last part we finish. That's it so far. Salt brine, Greek Mafia. Use whatever all-purpose rub you like or get creative with your seasonings. Got these seasoned up. These are gonna be cooking in a cast iron pan, so we're gonna go throw this into the oven real quick. Let this preheat, not long, because we have this on high. Once we put that chicken in there and this is nice and hot, we're gonna turn that heat down. Let's go warm this up. Pizza oven has been warming up for about a half an hour, and you really want to give this some time to warm up so that stone gets nice and hot all the way through. You don't want to get cooled off as you're cooking. Right now we're reading that we're somewhere in the upper 800s on this. Once we get that chicken on, that's going to come way down. We're going to cook probably in the 500s. Still going to be a hot and fast cook, which is pretty different than anything we usually do in this channel. This is going to be fun. So let's get our cast iron. Just get it in here and let that preheat for a few minutes. Okay, the pan's been warming up for about a minute, maybe two. It is getting pretty warm, so we're gonna add some beef tallow to it, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. You wanna use high smoke point oil. Avocado oil works great, but beef tallow is really good as well, plus it tastes great, and I have a ton of it from all the briskets I cook. Make sure you use a nice heat-proof glove on here. And right now, I'm gonna turn this down to low. And we're gonna throw some chicken in that pan. Now this pan only holds about 2 of these quarters, so I'm gonna have to do the third one on its own. Fire it in there. Now we have that flame on low, but the stone is still rocket hot, so it's gonna be cooking from the bottom up and the top down, which is gonna give a great even cook on this while crisping up that skin as well. So now we're gonna leave this go maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Then we're just gonna rotate those chicken quarters to keep them away from the fire, because too close to the fire, this thing's hot. You could burn it up if you're not paying attention. And we'll be back in a couple minutes when it's time to rotate these around. We're about 5 minutes in on this cook. Let's take a quick look here. Now you can see that up here is starting to get a little more brown than here. So we're gonna go ahead and rotate these around. Just gonna switch sides and back in. These are cooking along, looking and smelling great already, and that's one of the fun parts about cooking with the pizza oven. You're not just waiting on time and managing a little fire. This is hot and fast. You have to be up on your game. You gotta be safe, wear a glove. You also have to listen and look while you're cooking on here, because you don't wanna burn it. So we're gonna let this go another few minutes, maybe rotate them again, possibly throw some foil on here to protect them as they cook, but we're gonna let all our senses dictate how we cook these until these reach an internal temperature up there of 180, 190. We'll show you what we're gonna do next. It's been another couple of minutes. Let's check it out. Looking great. Gonna check some internal temps real quick. So these are reading right 100, 110, so we still got quite a ways to go. And you can see by the color of these that we gotta protect it. So I'm gonna grab some foil, put it over the top of it and protect it. Let's do that. So we're gonna let that cook for another few minutes, check some temps again, and let's really get some flavor in that skin. We're gonna flip them over and let it baste in that chicken and beef fat. Be back in a few. It's been another 5 or 6 minutes with this covered. Let's check some temps again. Again, look how awesome that's looking. Let's rotate them one more time here. Put this back on again just for a little bit longer. So they were reading anywhere 150s or so. We'll call it the 150s range. So I still want to let this go another 20, 30, 40 degrees. That's another great thing about thighs and legs. They're even better and more tender when they get to that 190, 200 range. 165's done, sure, but they could still be a little tough. All that fat, residual tissues in there. Break them down, get a little higher. They can handle it. They're gonna be juicy and tasty. Gonna let this go another 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're gonna flip them, really crisp up that skin. Been another 5 minutes. Let's go peek at these, see how they're doing. Look at these. Looking amazing. Let's really crisp this skin up. We're just gonna flip these over. Let it cook in these juices. Been about another 5 minutes with that skin side down, cooking in all those juices we have in the pan. Let's go flip them over, and we're gonna finish these off and let those skins really crisp up. Look at these things. Just absolutely gorgeous. Slide those back in there. Now we're really gonna watch them here and try to get those skins to crisp up. I'm gonna move them a little closer to the fire. It's kind of hard to show on camera here, but those skins will start to bubble and pop up. And when they start to get that color you want, go ahead and move them around, get them further away from the fire. Again, we're trying to protect them now while still get them nice and crunchy. See those chicken skins bubbling? That means that they're cooking all that fat out. Gonna take temps one last time, see where we're at here. 193, 195, 198, 193. These are right in the temperature range we want them. Time to pull them off, let them rest for a few minutes before we dig it and try it. Let's move these back to the table. These chicken quarters are done and looking great. The only thing left to do is to dig in and try that. Listen to this. Super crisp from that cooking method. Just gotta try a piece. Still rocket hot. Super tender, you see it's just falling apart. Don't wanna burn your face off. Perfect juicy chicken. See if we can see all these juices in here still. Juicy, dripping chicken. Get a bite of this skin too. Oh man, perfectly seasoned, crispy, juicy chicken. I'm gonna bring my kiddo Vinny out here, let him try a piece of chicken. Let's see what he thinks. Want a piece of chicken?
Yeah.
Right here, try that. What do you think?
Good chicken.
That's good chicken?
Yeah.
You give a thumbs up? Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you later, everybody. If you like what we did here, hit like, hit that subscribe button, check me on social media, and we'll be talking to you later. All right, take care, everybody. Peace out. Say peace out, homie.
Peace out, homie.